Let's have a look at this new quote feature in Centrix version 11.05. Okay, so I've just loaded up a project here which has brought us to the areas and weights screen. So now I'll go to quote, and there's the quote page. So it's saying that this is not from a previous version. So let's have a look at the quote detail. So in previous versions, clicking this would take you straight to the Centrix internal editor. So now we've got this new interface here which lets us do a lot more things. So by default we can use the Centrix internal editor, and that has the advantage of incorporating these extra printing options. So we can, Centrix will select one of these depending on if you've loaded a project or if it's a brand new one. If there's an existing RTF file here with this name, we'll click that. And it's just opened the existing one, so it's not generated a new one. We can force a generate, say OK, and we'll get the prompt to overwrite it. So now we've lost that last line that I highlighted there. So the other thing we can do, now we've created it, it's automatically saved. So we can open the existing one just to check that it is that latest one without that extra line there. We can also open with an external rich text editor. So usually if you've got Microsoft Word installed, it will be Word. If you don't have Word installed, WordPad should be installed by default with Windows, so it'll open with WordPad. So let's just say OK there then, and you can see that Word is launched, and there's the quote file. So now you can do all your editing within Word if you prefer, and then save it. So let's just add some text here. For demo, that should say for and not for demo. We might make that, what should we do with that? We might increase the size to 18 or something to make it stand out. So I'll save that. Now if I just minimize that so it's still open, and we try and open it in the internal editor, we've got an error message here. The person cannot be accessed. Okay, it's because that's locked by Word itself. So I can close that now. I can say OK, and it will go back to the one. It will open Word. It won't try and make a new one, of course. So let's save that just to make sure. Close that, and I will open with the internal editor, and we've got that last line added. So the extra print features that we get here are all these features here. Okay, so that's basically how all that works. We can actually put another name here. We might say revision for demo, and we'll say OK. And now you can see here that's the new name, and it's not got that last line. Now if we type some more stuff in here, this is an extra line by the internal editor. And we can save it here. then we can open it again, rather than overwriting or creating a completely new file as it was before. So that is essentially the basics of it. Let's close that, go back to here, go back. Now the other thing that has changed in a similar fashion, when we first start Centrix, I'll just close that and start it again. When we first start Centrix, we have the option to go File, Open the Technical Schedule, which is another name for the quote detail. And again, that will always be launched in Word or WordPad. Now the other thing that we can do, if I just open the project again, and we go to the quote, is we can actually save quote file as here, and we can put it on a completely different path. For example, I could go straight to my C drive and put it in some sort of folder over here, and that path would then be saved in the project. So that facility is there if needed. Otherwise, I would recommend that you keep these rich text files in the same folder as the Centrix project files.